Hi everybody, this is my name is Sanjay Rana. I'm from Elevate. Today we are here to discuss some of the topics for OTBA 2014-15, and what we are going to discuss today is from social science. The topic is the story of two brothers. This story is about a family which is uprooted at the time of partition in Pakistan, and they are from a very well-to-do family, and the mother is a survivor and two children are survivors, and they migrate across to one part of Delhi, and they are allotted a small plot of land, and they construct a small house there. So what happens, one of the younger children, he falls prey to vices, and he becomes a drunkard ultimately. The mother, she's very pained at the condition of his children, and she works as a domestic, really does real hard work, and so she does everything required to make the family survive. The elder of the two brothers, he also struggles a lot, and someone notices him at the Gurdwara. He's a fantastic hard worker, he's a very dedicated person, and he gets a wonderful job and he rises in life, and he's basically a feather in his family's cap. The other child, who facing the similar situations, he's not able to cope up with the destination of the poverty. He succumbs to the challenge. The other person comes up and he's a great success. So we are also talking about poverty. Poverty is basically the situation where you don't have access to food, shelter and clothing. So essentially we have two kinds of poverty: absolute poverty, where due to climatic reasons or geographic reasons or due to personal reasons you don't have access to these basic requirements of roti, kapda and makan. Or you have relative poverty, where you have these facilities but in a very low degree. We are actually talking of the standard of living. So today the topic is also about poverty, and I would like to introduce, on my extreme right we have Asim, and then I have with me Arun.
Hello.
And my other colleague is Ananto, and on my left we have Ajay. So we would like to talk about the general scenario of poverty in India. So
Challenges and limitations.
Yeah, maybe, yes.
Yeah, first of all, I do agree with you, and I would like to add the point here. The biggest challenges before us is population, because everything leads, if more population is there, more poverty. Due to more poverty, more illiteracy. More illiteracy, more unemployment. And more unemployment, you know very well, everything is finished. Because without employment, nobody is getting, as we said, there are two types of poverty. Absolute poverty means minimum calories every Indian is required. That is 3000 calories from the food, which is missing in everybody's food for last more than 70 years also, we can say. And that is relative poverty, means at least every Indian should get minimum 3 times meals: breakfast, lunch and dinner, with proper calories, which we are missing. So we can say that these are the two big challenges. Now,
yeah, so most important challenge is education. So they are not educated enough. So they think that our population is not hampering. So population is hampering, and most of the people, they are living in rural areas. They are not getting the facilities, and they are trying to move to the urban areas, and so it becomes a burden for them, and they are living in slum areas. So this is the most important challenge we are having.
Coming to the challenges of the poverty, in fact, 1/3 of country's population is living below poverty line, and the most important cause is malnutrition between the 5 to 10 years old children. And we have to check this problem first, then we would be able to control this poverty.
Two boys, one is Manjit 14 years and the another is Jeet 11 years. This story is a beautiful contrast between two characters. Number one, attitude to life, how you think, take things positively, how you take things in negatively on the face of adverse situations. Yes. This is a contrast. Second thing is, on the face of calamity, the tremendous potential of bravery, tenacity, courage and struggle is the structure of life.
yes,
That is shown by Manjit.
elder one.
Manjit. And you have to keep all these spirits to survive in urban areas if you are penniless. He was religious. He used to visit Gurudwaras. And there should be some moral also inside every human being. That is my.
So
what I have
that is also,
understood.
Despite his very difficult circumstances,
Yeah,
he
that's
is
correct.
involved in social service. He was doing the regular car seva, and that is where some businessmen
Means I do
identified
agree with
him.
Ajay, because here it comes the point how we take the life, that is most important.
Yes.
yeah, so we
how
have to
take
take
the life.
positive direction.
A man may be destroyed
Yeah.
but not defeated.
I will give you one
Yes.
example, sir. I will give you one example out of this. One shoe manufacturer sent to sales executive to Africa, and one reported, sir, there is nobody is wearing shoes, so there is no market for shoes. So that executive came back, but others told the second one, sir, as there is no one is wearing the shoes, so there is potential.
Yes. So
market
we have to
for
see the
shoes.
positive thing.
So we are
He-
supposed
he
to take
was
the positive.
So
thing.
wonderful
He was-
example of
Yes.
He was
what
honest
attitude.
and religious.
Yes.
Yes.
So under this story, the second boy is who took this opportunity as in a positive way, and he succeed. So this is the best part of.
The challenge is most of the people are pessimists now.
Yeah.
So
And-
they should
and
be
if you-
optimists.
If you will interpret the story in another way, most of the boys of from starting from 10 to 18, teenagers, they are vulnerable to these kind of things. Drinking, drug addiction,
Correct.
all these things.
That's true. That's true.
This is obvious. But how these two brothers differ from each other?
Exactly.
This is only attitude.
Attitude.
Yes,
Nothing
of
else.
course, of course.
How we take the things and how we take the life.
So
That is
looking at a broader perspective on a national basis,
Yeah. Even
let's
international
talk about the
also.
opportunities,
Yeah,
for
opportunities.
removing poverty in India.
Yeah.
So I'd like to share your comments.
Should be proper education. First of all, we need to educate people so that they will be controlling population and will be creating more and more job opportunities so that there will be less and less poverty. And if we are having proper nutrition, so that is also reducing.
I do agree with my panel member Arun. There should be proper education first of all, and I will give one more example here. We Indians are actually well trained, but we're not well educated.
Yes.
This is the problem.
Yes.
So I will give one more example. In circus, even the lion also, they are well trained only. If you will tell them to go to that particular chair, they will go there and they will sat on that also. That is called well trained, but not well educated.
Another point I
Yeah,
must
so we are
add.
supposed to be well educated. So through well education only, we can control all these parts. That is the one of the benefit.
And one particular aspect that I would like to this panel to discuss also is that normally we'd say that food and clothing is well taken care of, more or
Yes.
less, but I think shelter, housing is a major problem.
Yes,
in India.
major problem.
So do you have any special thoughts to share? Say for example, if I start with Ajay.
The government is now taking so many initiations for housing.
Affordable houses and other thing, they are promoting this sort of businesses. So people
Indira
should-
Awas is
And-
the rampants going on.
even
I know only one thing. If there is growth, improvement and development in infrastructure, only then we can say that yes, we will have more housing, more food, more employment,
Right.
and everything will be more.
There
Because
should be-
development should be there.
This will take time.
Yeah,
but
it will take time, but initiative has been taken already by our honorable Prime Minister, and I think if development is there, only then everything is possible. Otherwise, without development, nothing is
And
possible.
one of the things that you would have noticed for creating affordable housing in society,
Yeah.
you will see many fly ash plants in India which are using these as blocks for further construction. They make these bricks out of fly ash. So many plants are coming up. I think this should happen a wider,
so-
at a greater scale to convert fly ash and other waste materials into building materials so that housing can become quite
Yeah, that's right.
affordable.
That's why Modi government is inviting all the foreigners. Please come and invest. That through FDI,
Make in
foreign direct
India. Yeah,
investment.
Make in India. Make in India is a very good
And
plan.
I take the Modi name in terms of model of developing India. That is
Good.
Modi.
There should be some
That is
public-private partnership.
Arun has
Yeah,
very much
private-
raised a very good point, good campaign, initiative that has just been launched by the Prime Minister of India.
Yeah.
The Make in India campaign.
Make in
so
India
quickly,
campaign
if we could have your comments.
I
No, it's
think
happened.
So
Sometimes
basically,
it happens.
The government should
If you-
devise
Yeah.
some anti-poverty
Schemes.
schemes.
Yeah,
Okay.
programs.
And we should control first of all famine
Yeah.
and the
Drought.
some reduction of population.
Yeah, drought, flood.
Floods.
Correct.
And all these things, and then we have to educate the people.
Yes. So
We have to all.
overall, we can say that.
So today, if I have to
Yeah.
basically conclude this session on this story and the poverty topic, poverty, I would say that education is one big challenge to combat poverty.
correct.
If we empower crores and crores of people through education, automatically the employment opportunities that exist in the market, they can take advantage of that. And obviously, as Asim also said, that malnutrition, the basic requirement of food, we should make food available to everybody irrespective of economic condition. And we should also be working on population control. If we work on these things parallelly, I'm sure that India will be having a better track record as far as combating poverty is concerned. Thank you so much for your
Thank you very
participation.
much. Thank you.